Hello everybody, this is Snarist, and welcome back to the continuation of my Devil May Cry 3 hard difficulty walkthrough with no upgrades, no items, and playing on yellow mode as Dante. And this is mission 17. A pretty quick and easy mission, all things considered. Now when it comes to navigating this chamber here, it's going to be a little bit tricky without any upgrades, but with Trickster level 2 it should be a little bit easier. You want to move to the left of this chamber and go up this thing, crawl on that block just a little bit, slowly, little by little, until you get to this stationary block here, and then you want to hop on top of this block that goes up and down, jump to the left, and you want to jump to this big square platform here, this 2x2, jump to that platform and that platform. Now if you can time it just right, jump out now, and you need to be quick as well, and then use dash to cover the rest of the distance. You can use wall run to get over there as well, but be careful to use dash as well, just to get yourself back onto the platform if you need to. And this fight here is more of a nuisance than anything else, just an annoyance. Get in behind the statues before they spawn in. There's going to be 3 of them. Take them out nice and easy, it's no problem whatsoever. And then you're going to be coming face to face with a long hallway where a bunch of spikes are going to be coming out at you. It's exactly like the Trial of Skill back in Mission 6, except this time the spikes are a lot more frequent and they're a lot more devious with their positions. But if you jump up once to get those iframes initially and then use dash to cover the rest of the iframes, if you dash on the ground you don't get as many iframes, but if you dash while you're in the air you get a little bit more iframes. So you got a lot more of a chance of avoiding it. So it's nice and easy right there. You just carry on through here, and then when you come up to the spiral path, that leads you to where you fought Virgil for the first time. You're going to be coming face to face with the sins here. First, it's kind of, I forgot what they're called, I think they're Wrath, but these guys are annoying as hell. See, the good thing about Dante's initial combo with Beowulf is that it gets them up in the air, and if you use Swordmaster, you can just simply kick them up in the air, and then you can jump up and use Pounce on them, and then use Starfall, and you can do tons of damage on them. So that's why I'd recommend using Beowulf on them more than anything, but if you're far enough away they'll throw projectiles. If you get too close too suddenly, or if you take too long to hit them, then they'll throw a projectile as well. Or if you hit them and knock them away with enough of an attack, like a charge attack from Beowulf, you know, it's equivalent of Stinger. Or if you do use any other sort of combo with Stinger that knocks them away, then as long as they don't hit a wall, they're going to bounce right back towards you. Sort of similar to how the Red Sins and how they work with their dash attack, where they leap backwards and then charge forward doing a swipe. So they're very annoying, but luckily they're not in the game that long. Just carry on through here, and I'm going to come up to the Doppelganger boss fight, which is pretty simple. So on hard difficulty, they take 5 hits from anything to open up those shutters. So it's going to be shutters that project light, and how this works is you've got to hit it 5 times to open the light. The ideal thing to do is to open up all the light sources so that you can stun them for a lot longer. Now when you do a helm breaker like that, when you jump up in the air with Rebellion, it technically does 2 hits. The initial hit and the one more when it comes down to the ground. So as long as you can time the 5 hits just right, then you can get some free hits on them. But the best thing to do is to get the most amount of time that you can to stagger him. So even if you just do like a simple Rebellion combo A and then jump up and do a helm breaker, you can definitely get it. Or if you miss it, you get the initial attack going. And just wear into him as much as you can. He's weak to Beowulf, because Beowulf technically are light gauntlets, and he's weak to the light, so Beowulf is great for this boss. So now he's going to be a lot more aggressive, and does a lot more damage, but it's not too bad. One thing you've got to keep in mind is that if he leaps back into the centre, and you've only just unlocked one of the light sources, if you don't quickly move to the next one, then he's going to dash backwards into the darkness, and he's going to fire off a projectile that locks one of the shutters. And then if he keeps on doing it like twice to 2 others within the same cycle, then all the other light sources are going to go out. And if all the light sources go out, you're going to have to do the whole thing again. So this fight is really easy, just as long as you're fast enough to keep on with it. Now you can use Starfall as well to cover the distance if you need to get away faster, especially if you don't use Trickster. If you don't use Trickster, then having Starfall when you're up in the air can definitely help. just like that. So you can just do Rebellion combo A, wait till he gets close enough, jump up in the air, and then do Helmbreaker. Just make sure that when you do Helmbreaker that you move towards the wall, because sometimes the lock-on for the enemy will naturally cease, and Dante will soft lock on to the Doppelganger boss. And if he does do that, then you're going to end up completely missing, and if you're right there, he's going to end up hitting you. But yeah, otherwise it's a pretty simple boss, definitely one of the easier ones. And now we move on to mission 18, which is going to be one of, if not the hardest mission in the game, and I'll explain to you exactly why that is. And I'll see you next time.